In addition to our online conferences, our 1000 seconds webcast, what other things have we developed, Larry, that we share with our clients?
One of the things, Joe, when we worked together for 15 years building a technology company, we were frustrated on whether or not the processes were being implemented. Were the managers using it? Some were, some weren't. You use it or you're going to lose it. Somebody goes to training for recruiting and selection, and they've got a team of 5 people, and they've worked with them for 5 years. Then all of a sudden, come Monday morning, 2 of them resign. Then the manager decides, okay, I'm going to begin recruiting and selecting, and they forgot. They went to the conference 2 years ago. And so we've been dedicated to having it be top of mind, easily convenient, online, 7 days a week, 365 days a year with our online content. But again, on the desk, we came up with a tool that is a paperweight, and it's a pyramid. And we call it the Success Pyramid. And the base of the pyramid is essentially that team assessment exercise that talks about employees' values and their performance. And you have 4 quadrants. And so when we are looking at a client to work with, one of the first things we'll do with the client, with the owner, is, okay, let's map your people, put them into these quadrants. And at the end of the day, everyone have to agree, we want more people that are culture champions and high performers. We want to nurture and cherish those folks. But by and large, you'll find that maybe half your people are in box 2. They're culture champions, but their performance is substandard right now. Why is that? They're new, they're in a slump, life is happening. And we're about encouraging and training those folks and get them back into the upper quadrant. Then we have those that have big numbers, high producers, but they create a wake in the organization. They leave this dusty trail where other people are negatively impacted. And these folks have to be confronted and coached and moved back into being part of our culture. If not, they're going to have to be exited from the organization. Then we look at the folks that have neither numbers or values, and how'd they get here? Well, they have to essentially be exited from the organization. So who's responsible, we ask, for where the people are located in the organization? And we say it's not the owner. It's the managers of the people. The managers own responsibility. But managers very often are spending their time with all these other people other than the people that are in that quadrant that are high performance, high values, that they become the forgotten many. So our goal is to work with managers. They're responsible for increasing the number of people who are going to be in that quadrant of high performance, high values. So what processes are people going to use to get there? Very often companies can understand this, but now what? They ask. Well, it begins with proper selection. So each one of our processes is on our success pyramid. And one of the sides is you have to select them properly. So we have a process around that. And it's science and artistry. The science is, are they a behavioral match for the expected outcome of the job? And our selection process is thorough. It's not 30 minutes. It's like 4.5 hours, 3 interviews, because we want to know everything about them to make sure that they will do this job. And then the team fit's mutual. It's got to be between the 2 parties. Now that's the beginning of a relationship if we in fact have selected them properly. Then we want to perpetually develop them. That's ongoing. It's not a beginning or an end. It's not a one and done. Gee, you should have been at the Woodstock concert. It was great. No, this is ongoing development with employees. Then after the development, we're about understanding how to manage and motivate employees. And we refer to that curriculum as building team. What's the culture of the environment? And one of the outcomes of our business processes is vocabulary. We provide our clients a common vocabulary throughout the management processes that are common. For example, a candidate is is a person who is eligible for employment for a position, a candidate. Or language around problem solving. What's the problem ID? Or action plans. What's the outcome? We're very outcome based with our action plans. So there's building team, the cultural aspects, and none of this is possible in terms of the assessment of the organization, the selection, the development, building team, if the manager themselves doesn't maintain balance in their lives, work-life balance. So those are the 4 sides. There's the base, the assessment. Here are the business processes. That's a success pyramid. I'm Larry Sudbay.
And I'm Joe Goodruff.
And we look forward to an opportunity to work with you.